This is the VOA Special English Education Report. What is the best way to learn a new language? A small study of foreign language learning in adults compared the two methods. One is known as explicit or classroom method. This is the kind of traditional classroom teaching where the students are taught a lot of information about grammar rules. The other method is known as explicit or immersion method. The idea here is to learn much the way children do when they learn a native language. That is, by being with native speakers and absorbing the language that surrounds them, generally without a lot of explanation. Teachers may combine these two methods into what Professor Michael Ullman calls immersion-style classroom teaching. But is this necessarily a better way to learn a language? Mr. Ullman was a senior investigator for the new study. He is a professor of neuroscience at the Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington. He says he was surprised to find that combining the two methods may not help the brain in processing the new language. If he had to learn a language, what would he do? One possibility would be to start with the classroom and then goes to immersion. But he says there are a possibility that classroom could hurt later immersion. That is one possibility in interpreting the data. The Public Library of the Science published the study earlier this year. The 21 adults in experiments learned the Procanto 2 in the 13 work language created for study. The works and grammar rules related to the computer game similar to chess that the learner played. For example, Blum Nemo Lunep Please Brass means thus where Blum piece switches the knee piece. The researchers tested the people 3 to 6 months after they had learned a language to see how well they could remember it. The study found that those who had learned with the immersion method had brain waves similar to those native speakers of the language when speaking that language. Professor Ullman says those who trained with the classroom method also became more native-like their brain processing. But only immersion group show full native-like processing of the grammar. Still, he said teachers should not make any curriculum changes based on his findings. He says further research is needed, and it may be, for example, that combination of classroom and immersion may be best, but we don't know that. For VOA Special English, I'm Mario Reader.